gonna have to put the Nielsen
But
Sorita
anxious
song in
to
there
find
somewhere.
his missing children,
Oh
he
yeah.
continues the search.
I think we just start with it.
Fuck the trailer.
Dogs, they're coming. They're coming your way. They'll be here soon.
Hey, they're the dog people, aren't they?
Boix, why did you make me nub?
I'm pretty sure I didn't. It's not like I planted the seed in your brain and you were thinking about it all week. You're like, yub nub.
Not like you
yub
sent
nub.
me a thing from my childhood for my birthday to remind me and go, hey, do you remember this when you were 6? And I went, weird, I don't. I did remember, I did watch it, but I don't remember any of it. I don't know why. And then I watched it, I went,
we
oh,
just
I know
watched
why.
it and we don't remember any of it. Yeah, it's gonna be a great episode.
That's not fair. I remember the narrator.
The narrator.
So
This is
the
Rough
wicked.
Cuts, by the way. We watch movies
yeah.
with dogs and we rate the dogs at the end.
Hi, yeah, bad dog movies.
Yeah, that's the
That's our
the
thing.
gimmick.
Yeah.
I sent you a trailer for the Ewok adventure, Caravan of Courage, one of multiple Ewok movies that I found out later.
Well, and the animated series that they have too.
And the animated series. And yeah, not unlike Spaceballs, the animated series, it also flopped.
God.
I didn't know there were Ewok movies. So I'm like, look at this funny, stupid thing. And then you're like, now we have to watch it.
Well, also, I've seen it many times as a child.
Many? You said one.
I think
One
I've
is
seen
many.
it more than once. I don't remember. Okay, as a small child, the way that I remember it is this. I was very small. I ran through the Star Wars VHS tapes that my parents had got off of, like, recording it from late night television when it
Like
aired a couple
HBO or
times.
whatever, yeah.
And I wore through those tapes until they were basically all fucked up from tracking. And then we saw late Sunday evening or something, they had a made-for-TV Ewok movie and the Star Wars stuff. And I'm like, I love Star Wars. I'll watch that. And that's all I remember about that. I remember that we had it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as somebody who literally destroyed the tapes because I watched them too much for Star Wars, I don't remember a fucking thing about this thing other than I did have it, I think. I remember the girl in the cave at one point, but that's like 70
it's like
minutes
barely
of this movie.
barely anything, yeah.
Well, and it's
as far
barely
as
anything,
memory.
and it's 70
Yeah.
minutes of this movie.
I think, so you kind of sprung this on me. Because
Well,
I was just posting this as a joke.
Wait. You linked this in our Rough Cuts
Yeah.
conversation that we have for the podcast, like a day before we recorded. And then you're like, oh, well, I didn't think we were doing that, though.
And then you just start the call today, you're like, yub yub. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What is yub yub? What do you mean? I completely
Yub
forgot
yub.
I even linked it to you.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
So I had to go looking for a copy of fucking Ewok Adventure, Caravan of Courage, which is apparently on streaming, but I'm not paying for fucking streaming to watch Ewok
God,
Adventure,
no.
Caravan of Courage.
So we did the next best thing, which is I pulled out my mom's old VHS tape and hooked up a
I wish.
VCR because that's the legal way that we did this. Shut up, Boix. It's the legal way that we
wish.
did that. Wait, actually, it's not. It probably isn't legal to record it off the VCR.
No, if it was recorded in the 80s, that's legal. You could distribute those. That's how that works.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
It's in the 80s. Yeah. So somebody had uploaded a television recording of this from Christmas time in like 84, 85, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
and then uploaded to the archive, but their tape was fucked up. So it's the correct way to watch it.
It's the best way.
Like, why would you watch it in high def on Disney Plus like some fucking schlub?
We talked about this too beforehand. It's so funny because
Yeah.
even before we got to the really funny bits of it being a recorded tape, and there were some really funny bits.
This is why it's the correct way, because it's all fucked up. And that's
It's
the way
all
it should
fucked
be.
up, and you get some good shit. But we're not going to talk about the Cosme Coke commercial anymore.
The fucking Cosby Coke. Jesus.
He was America's dad at the time. I don't know, but the thing is, there's a thing we've constantly been sent.
Yeah.
Since it came out, that they're going to be doing a 4K remaster of Mac and Me.
Yes.
And it's like $70 to get.
It's a premium product.
It's a
It is
premium
not.
product.
It's not some bullshit.
No, and it's going to be this really big handcrafted remaster. I don't fucking want it.
I don't want it though.
I don't
Like
want
I
it.
did want the Tammy and the T-Rex one because
Okay,
that was
because
like
that's-
a legitimate thing that they distributed because they had both the edited and the unedited gore version.
Well,
Right?
that
There's not a
required-
gore version of Mac and Me.
Yeah, like, well, that's the thing, is that the Tammy and the T-Rex one, you would have had a hard time getting the gore version otherwise.
Because they had to find a version of the
Yeah.
film, which was on film in German, I think. It was literally a different language
Yes.
than English. And then they had to redub it in English and remaster and restore those removed parts.
Yeah, it's
Like, they
a
did
lot
work.
more. Yeah, it's a lot more involved. Same with something like how we liked
Yeah.
New York Ninja, right?
Yeah.
They had to find it in the back of some warehouse somewhere with no dialogue, with no script, and like piece it together bit by bit and remake the whole movie. That's a wholly different thing. And I don't care if it's in 4K or not, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
Like Mac and Me, I don't need it to be in 4K. I don't give a shit about Mac
The
and Me being
picture
in 4K.
quality wasn't the problem with Mac
No.
and Me. No.
And like the fun part about Mac and Me isn't that I want it to be crystal clear and see everything. The funny part about Mac and Me is them restoring the cut where the cop goes kaboom and blows away the
Yeah,
child in
and-
the wheelchair. That's the
And they
funny shit.
do add that as a bonus, but
But that's not
like,
$70 a bonus.
I could
man.
just go on YouTube to watch that. Yeah, that's
Like,
not.
They don't understand. There's this weird thing where there's not really an understanding sometimes of what makes a like old movie or bad, especially a bad old movie, interesting and worth the time and effort and stuff. Like remastering it, it's just such a useless thing
Like,
to do.
If you're gonna watch the Ewok Adventure or an Ewok Adventure, I think it's called an Ewok because there's multiple Ewok Adventures.
I think it was just the Ewok Adventure because they didn't know they were going to make a sequel at first.
And then they renamed it when they made the sequel. Maybe they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make so many of these."
Maybe no,
But-
for which it was retitled. Yes.
Yeah.
It was originally called the Ewok Adventure, and then it got retitled for a limited international theatrical run as
Because they wanted to
Caravan
make
of
more.
Courage, an Ewok Adventure.
They wanted to make more. So, like, if you're gonna watch Caravan of Courage, you don't want to see how clear the seams are on the Ewok costumes.
No.
No,
Like, that's
you
the thing,
want to
is it's
see
not
it in
even made to
blurry
see that. Yeah,
shit
exactly.
TV quality. You want the tracking issues. You want the commercials. You want to feel like you're moving to the 80s. You're sitting down in front of TV because your mom hates you and she wants to waste your day away while she does something else.
You want to know
Yeah.
why parsley likers deserve to be thrown in a goddamn hole.
The parsley scene. They cut the parsley scene from the HD release on Disney Plus.
I can't believe that they did it. George specifically asked for that to be in there. Laugh track and all.
I think the tape that was uploaded, like, originally recorded like a Sanford and Son episode or something, and
Yeah.
then that audio got stuck on the tape when they re-recorded over it.
And it's like the climax of the
But
film.
It's the climax, but the problem is it matches up to the character's mouth and timing of what they're saying. So
Very
it's like,
accurately,
Wait a
yes.
minute. What
It
the
feels
fuck?
like a YouTube poop.
Then I didn't notice this. On the archive thing, it says, oh, by the way, there's issues with the audio, like this many minutes in, and also this time near the end. And I'm so glad I didn't read that.
I didn't notice that at all. Yeah, I didn't pay any attention to that. It was real good.
It's so much better as just a random, what the fuck?
Total surprise. The other one that happened, there was only 2 really bad ones. And they were both hilarious.
Yeah.
Because the other one is him going like, all right, he turns to his sister, the main character kid, and he looks at his little sister and goes, all right, now, Sindel, listen, this is very important.
Like a fucking alien, like, or what is that? Like they open up their mouth, their eyes turn white, and it's just static, like TV static.
A little bit of the, oh god, the Invasion of the Body Snatchers,
Yeah. It's like that, but I'm sure it was just somebody fucking with their, like, rabbit ears or something.
Yeah.
When they were recording
something interrupted
like,
the signal
shit.
and it just went all for a second.
But it's so
static.
funny when it happened in this tape. That's why this is the correct version to watch. Because there's nothing else.
I was gonna say, here's the thing. I wrote down notes for this again, and I don't hardly have any fucking notes. I keep on doing this every time that I'm like, listen, I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna write down some notes. I'm like, there's nothing to note here in any part of this movie. It is.
I mean, I have a page of notes. I do have a page.
God, that is wild. Because this is a stunningly empty film.
But it's largely blank. And this is in the age of this type of adventure film. It's trying to be Willow. It's trying to be Krull.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to be
Why would you try to be Krull? Why would you try to be Krull? Krull's already perfect. You don't need to be Krull.
Krull, I think, is the closest.
It is the closest to Krull.
And then it's also trying to be Return to Oz, although that came out the same year, so maybe that was part of it. It's definitely a Krull-like.
It's especially close to Krull because... So Star Wars is very, like, science fiction fantasy, but leaning a lot harder towards science fiction.
Yeah.
Krull is science fiction fantasy that is, like, 95% fantasy and a little bit of science in it. And this is just, like, it took Star Wars and just made it into a fantasy, like, Willow kind of movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, they have a magic staff.
They pick up companions along the way. There's a spider scene with a big spider web they have to climb around on a net. That is very badly
from Krull. That
is literally just Krull.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like you said, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd love to know if it is actually the same set.
It could be. I know. So Krull used...
Is a Krull that does
Krull
that.
did have a set with a net that they climbed around on. And then for the spider scene in Krull, they used a miniature.
Yeah.
And it's just a miniature walking around in stop motion. So they kind of did the same thing here with the same net. It's literally like the director just saw Krull and was like, let's do that. So I'm almost positive that's it. But even then, like, I think, so they have that. Everybody has like a magic weapon or a magic ability. They never use this one. They give the small child girl a crystal that can turn into animals, and then it literally is never used in the film. That was her special power, I guess.
Yeah.
So, like, what was the point of that? It's like they forgot about it.
Well, right? They gave the boy a rock.
They gave him a rock as a prank. They did haze him with a rock. Like, dude, you get a cool, like, tooth. You get wings that let you fly because you're a warrior. You get a rock because we fucking hate you. No, pick up the rock. Pick up the rock.
Take the fucking rock with you. Hey, did you see that idiot? He's still carrying the rock.
Still carrying the fucking rock. You think it's gonna do something?
Goddamn rock. And then it is actually the funniest thing about it is that is kind of the joke, is that the rock is nothing.
It's nothing.
It's a container.
It's just it's a fucking box.
It's a box. The thing that matters is inside of the rock. They didn't need to give him a rock. They just needed to give him the thing inside the rock. It's amazing. It's such a dumb joke.
Oh my god. This reminds me a lot of TV in the 80s. Well, 90s, I will say. I'm not that 80s. But TV, when it showed a movie like this, and this one specifically, they have 30 minutes of film, ad break.
Yeah.
20 minutes of film, ad break.
Yep.
15 minutes of film, ad break. 10 minutes of film, ad break. It's like accelerating to the ad breaks.
Yes, because they
So
know
they
that
front
once
load it.
you're in, I've already spent 50 minutes in this fucking thing. I guess that I gotta sit through the rest of these goddamn ads. It's wild how much this one accelerates, because I think it's like 50 minutes before the first ad break. I was really surprised.
It's like 30, 35 minutes, something like that. It's pretty far into the film.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they're only going to do like 4 ad breaks. This is great. No.
There was like
But-
10.
But I still think TV now is insufferable compared to that, because it's an ad break every 10 minutes for 6 minutes of ads. And back in the day, it was 2 minutes of ads every 30 to 20 minutes.
Also, the ads are better. Rough Cuts will be right back after this commercial break.
Nothing you've ever seen, nothing you've ever heard could prepare you for the colossal Isuzu truck sale. Get Isuzu long beds, short beds, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drives, gas and diesel at bargains beyond belief. Nothing but factory incentives from Isuzu could bring you the colossal Isuzu truck sale.
Isuzu trucks start at just $51.92 at Blunt Isuzu in Gainesville.
What was up with the creepy fucking doll Christmas, like, toy ad or whatever the fuck that was? It was a camera ad. It was a fucking Kodak camera ad with this creepy Chucky doll saying, "You want to get your family a Kodak camera, don't you?
Yeah, there was some
Motherfucker."
stuff. I love that we're talking about everything but the movie.
It's because the ads are better than the fucking show.
Oh, by a lot. Yeah. No,
Like,
I mean,
very little happens, right? I mean, so like the kids are part of a star cruiser that gets crashed on Endor.
yes.
I guess they got in like an escape vehicle from a star cruiser or something with their parents, and their parents
Don't explain
get
any of it.
abducted by the Gorax, as we find out later, which is
We
just
find
Goku.
that out 70 minutes in, though.
It's so late that they mentioned the Gorax. In the opening scene, we only see like a hand, like an ape hand.
Yes.
That's it. That's the only lead we have for the whole film.
Mm-hmm. And it's... You were talking about how, they get a party together, and they have all these people, and they all get their powers. That starts when they go and see, oh god, is it like Log Ray?
I don't know any of the
I
names
looked
except
it.
Wicket.
The only reason why I know is because I looked it up at one point. Log Ray. It is Log Ray. So it's like the village elder who tells them that their parents have been taken by the Gorax, and then they assemble a party and head out like it's Lord of the Rings. But again, this is like 75 minutes in, 80 minutes in now by the time they start on it, and then they start getting their individual powers. So you're like, there's no time for an adventure. We've already been sitting here just watching these Ewoks just do shit, just kind of wander around their village.
Yeah.
Like, it's like watching, do you want to watch like Wicket do laundry for 60 minutes? Because that's what the start of this is.
That would be better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, the movie starts with Wicket just hang gliding around for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then he doesn't even use the hang glider later. Like,
well, he says that his children are missing, and he needs to look for them on the hang glider. This is what the narrator says at the beginning.
oh, the one that's falling asleep in between scenes and then has to keep being woken up to narrate?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you got it. That's your time for your line.
Fuck. Wow, Wicket
Wicket
really
went
couldn't
for that.
find them, but he went in the air to look more.
Yeah, but it said something about like his children were missing, and so then, but then he solves that in the first 3 minutes. He goes in the air, he sees the kids, he finds them. That's it. And then he sees the other kids, that like the human children.
The human kids, I guess. Well, it's because like kind of Wicket's just like wandering around in the woods and finds the ship.
Yeah.
And inside is the little girl sitting next to the open reactor core, which is just currently leaking out deadly gases that she's inhaling. And then he pulls out his knife. He's like, Gotta kill her.
Kill.
And then the older brother shows up with a gun. He's like, I'm gonna kill every one of you motherfuckers. All you motherfucking goddamn Ewoks are dead. I got a gun.
And he starts blasting. He does try and take a shot at them.
So they like hit him over the head with a rock or something, tie him up, and take him with them.
Yep.
Okay. What?
I mean, I want to read, so it's funny. I kind of want to read the
Yeah.
Wikipedia plot entry because
Okay.
it covers all of it. This movie is so long. Like, this movie's runtime, it has to be like an hour and a half at least, right? Yeah, no,
with ads, it was 2 hours.
yeah, it's
so.
97 minutes runtime apparently,
Yeah.
which is like, that's too long. That's too long for this. But on the forest moon of Endor, a star cruiser lies wrecked. The Tawani family are stranded. When Catherine and Jeremit vanish, the children are found by the Ewok Dij. After Mace threatens them, the Ewoks subdue him and take both children to the Ewoks' home. There, Sindel
Mace is
befriends
the older
Wicket.
brother. Yeah.
There, Sindel befriends Wicket. Shortly thereafter, the Ewoks kill a boar wolf only to find a life monitor from one of the Tawani parents with the creature. They seek out the Ewok Lawgrey, who informs them that the parents have been taken by the monstrous Gorax, which resides in a deserted, dangerous area. A caravan of Ewoks is formed to reunite the children
Some
with their parents.
stupid shit happens.
They meet a boisterous Ewok woodsman named Shuka Hatrok, the Ewok priestess, and a Wisty named Izrina before finally reaching the lair of the Gorax after a few mishaps on the way. The group engaged the Gorax in battle, freeing Jeremit and Catherine. But Shuk-Torok is fatally wounded. The Gorax is thought destroyed when it is knocked into a chasm. It takes a final blow from Mace to defeat the creature, which tries to climb back after them. The Tawanis decide to stay with the Ewoks until after they can repair the Star Cruiser. That's the movie. That's the whole plot. It's 2 tiny paragraphs.
Right, but George Lucas wrote the story. So, like, do you think he was on the toilet when he wrote it?
I mean, I'd hope he should have flushed.
He's like, and then the Ewoks find the star. He's like just shitting out as he's writing it. I mean, you could finish
was
it
shitting
that
this
quickly,
out.
right?
It was story by George Lucas, but then screenplay by Bob Carrau. Carrau.
Yeah. Somebody fleshed this out into a even deeper turd. Yeah.
George went, what if a family crash landed on Endor and the Ewok saved them? That's the story.
It's like taking a palette knife to a turd and making an even larger turd out of it somehow, like hollowing out the middle. Like, that's what they did.
Yeah.
That's not important. What is important is the vast amount of Ewok drugs.
There's a lot of Ewok drugs.
I think Wicket is a pusher. That's my theory.
I mean, pusher, dealer, listen, like, one implies that he is forcing these on people. The other one, he just supplies it, man. He's just there. He's just your bro.
The sister is literally sweating and coughing and like seeing things.
Well,
and
hey,
the brother's
she's
like, I think she's got the munchies. Do you have anything she can eat? We shouldn't have given her the whole fucking brownie.
Fuck.
I think that's what's happening. And then the Ewoks like take out some drugs. He's like, what is this? Just snort it.
Well, what's the best part for me for that one is that Mace, the brother, like, he's such a shithead. We'll talk about that in a minute.
He sucks.
But they go like, okay, and he's like, oh, this is medicine. And then he looks at it, sticks his finger in it, and like rubs a bunch of it in his gums, and then gives it to the girl, and you're like, hey,
well,
hey,
a
dude,
little
you
for
should
you,
probably,
a little for me,
probably
right?
not be just
No,
ingesting
Mace
the
is a
random
character
medicine.
that like keeps the pills when he doesn't need them anymore from the doctor. Like, I get it.
Well, yeah, you grind those all up into a special slurry at the end of the month.
Only the Ewok drugs, though. Not you wouldn't do that with real drugs. This is us
You
not
wouldn't do
saying
that
to
with
do
real
that. You shouldn't do that. But Ewok drugs.
Yeah, okay, yeah. If you get that Ewok sticky icky.
But it cuts
whatever
from
you
them getting high on Ewok drugs to a bunch of Ewoks getting in a literal dick fight
yes,
outside
they're
because
punching
they're
each
also
other in the crotch.
And then the narrator's like, oh yes, the regal Ewok and their dick fighting ritual. The males get into this fight every year to choose a mate. And you're like, wait, what are they doing?
The survivor gets all the remaining females of the tribe.
You're like, wait, what?
And then it just goes back to them being like in the Ewok hut. Sure, why not?
It goes back to them in the hut, and then it's like, bro, the mace is like, hey, Ewoks, you got more of them drugs? She needs more drugs. You don't understand how many drugs she needs. And the Ewoks are like, man, we ran out. You smoked it all.
Stop rubbing it in your gums, man.
But they have to go out to get more drugs.
Yes.
They have to go to their dealer and get more drugs in the woods.
Well, and
I'm telling you.
They make Mace be the one to knock on the door, and the guy very dangerously grabs his arm.
Yeah.
And tries to pull him in.
He gets bit by a Muppet.
Yes. Yep.
In a tree as they're getting the drugs, and then it cuts back and they have all the drugs, and then Wicked's like, oh my god, your hand got hurt. And he's like, don't worry, this won't matter.
And it doesn't.
It'll never be brought up again.
Also, don't worry, we thought that maybe the little girl being sick, because that was, again, the first 30-some minutes of this movie was important. No. No, it didn't matter, that just resolves.
I do remember what happens after they all get high, though. Again. Because they spend all this time getting high and getting drugs and going back and forth between the dealer and back to the camp. And then immediately after the drugs wear off, Mace is like, I'm gonna get my gun and I'm gonna fucking kill every single one of these people one by one.
Yeah, I'm gonna murder all these Ewoks.
As soon as I get my gun, they're all
hate
fucking
this
dead.
child. I hate this kid. He is smaller Luke. They make him out to have the exact same moppet haircut and everything.
They definitely tried to get a kid that looked like Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It's not the same character.
No, well, it kind of is in a way. Like the way that, for me, what it felt like is I'm like, this is Luke when he's like, I want to go to Tashi Station and get some power converters with my friends. Like at the very beginning of the movie where he's like whiny and annoying. And then he has no character growth, and he just stays this whiny, annoying piece of shit for the whole fucking movie. And it sucks. It sucks so hard. Like, the whole time. They just saved his sister and him, gave them food, did all the stuff, and his first thing is, I'm gonna steal my gun and shoot them.
He doesn't even wear Wicked as a backpack and jump around in the swamp or anything.
Right?
Yeah, like, come on.
You gotta do something. You gotta, like, lift some rocks with your mind and then break them for the cool secrets inside.
So he gets his gun and his sister and sneaks out at night, where he encounters an ROUS.
Yes.
From The Princess Bride, which they call a wolf, I guess.
The boar wolf from
a boar wolf?
The plot
It's
that
a
I just
feral
read
hog.
on Wikipedia, if that's a thing.
Literally, I don't even think the person that wrote that cares. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I just actually found a whole bunch of the Ewok names, and I need to read them to you later. Just, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But okay, so they meet an ROUS in the woods, which, like, gets them stuck in a tree. And the Ewoks have to go save them. This is a constant thing. Our main character, Mace, sucks so much as a main character that he can't ever do anything, and the Ewoks always have to save him.
They always have to save him, and then he always goes, God,
and then he goes, I did it.
I want to kill them.
And he goes, I did that. Yes. I'm good. Fuck the Ewoks.
And the movie doesn't call him on it, is the thing. Like, it's fine if they did that, but then had him, like, get better, but he doesn't. And then they just have him be the hero at the end. Fucking, anyway.
Alright, let's hear those Ewok names. I want to hear Ewok names.
Okay. So you have Wicket W. Warrick. It's Wicket W. Warrick, by the way. There's a whole name.
Oh, okay.
And Warwick that's Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
Warwick Davis was only 14 during this, by the way. Yeah, he was really young.
Yeah.
Can you guess what the rest of his family's name is?
Wicked Jr., Wicked Senior, Wicked...
there's
second.
Deej Warwick, which is Deej.
Okay.
There is Weechee Warwick.
Okay.
Weeechee. There is Widdle Willy Warrick.
Widdle Willy
Widdle
Warrick.
Willy Warrick.
That's a fucking Adam Sandler joke. Fuck off.
There's a Widdle Willy Warrick.
Fuck you.
This Warwick Jr. is literally Widdle Willy Warwick.
Did that one have an Ewok Adventure trading card that said Widdle Willy Warwick on it, and you turn it over and it gives you like some information about the scene that he was in, but it's numbered?
It's
like,
the 80s, so you could probably pick
that's
it
a
up in
collectible
those...
trading card. You have to have the Widdle Willy...
The Widdle Willy Warwick.
I can't even say it.
I keep on saying Warwick. It's Warwick. It's hard because it's Warwick Davis. So then I'm like, Warwick and there's Warwick is the name of the end. It's fucking... But yeah, no, you could probably pick up those cards in the 20 packs of those chicken McNuggets.
Probably. Just don't eat the gum. Don't eat the gum, though. Yeah, the 20 pack of McNuggets. So I guess the 20 pack must have been new, because the fucking commercials for the 20 pack kept coming up from McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
And they always show somebody walking around with a box of 20 McNuggets, sharing them one by one with everybody in the room.
With their whole family.
And that's not what a 20 pack of McNuggets is for. That people are buying
McDonald's
20
is
McNuggets.
horrified that you are eating those 20 packs of McNuggets by yourself.
Wait, you're buying 20 to eat as one meal?
What? No, you can't do that. That's illegal. We specifically designed this for families.
With fries? What?
You're gonna die. And this is why you have to watch these movies with the commercials, because it's the only way that you can get through them.
Yeah, so the leader, I guess, of the Ewoks, whatever his name was again, he takes them to their spinning top television.
Mm-hmm.
So he can get a video of the kid's parents inside a cage with the Gorax, which we still don't know anything about.
And then even show the Gorax.
But the kids are like, "This is boring. Can you turn on like Captain N the Game Master or something?" So he starts like hitting the top.
I want to see Mega Man.
The top as it's spinning, and it's like, you know, the reception sucks. It's like, fuck, I lost the signal. My bad, man. We'll have to watch TV later, I guess. And then they're like, "Wow, Ewoks, will you help us save our parents?" And then they go, like you were mentioning. The rest of this adventure though is like nothing. It's literally nothing.
I mean, it was nothing before this, and now it's nothing afterwards. It was nothing before,
but like after they give the kid the crank rock,
yes,
there's a commercial break, and then as the commercial break comes back, the rest of the time between that commercial break and the next one is filled with false, tension scenes.
Yeah, it's fake tension.
Which have nothing to do with the plot, and which also don't result in anything.
Oh, it's series
three of them.
It's a series of vignettes.
Yeah.
And they're all increasingly stupid.
Like, what is it? The brother falls into a pond, which is made of magic water of drowning.
I was so happy to drown that child.
I guess.
It's a pond that when you touch it, it puts you underneath the water, and there's a force field that makes you not leave.
Yep, and you also can't stick anything into it because it gets sucked under the water, except for the magic stick of blunt smoking.
Yeah,
that one works.
That one works.
Wicked does have a magic stick of blunt smoking. It glows green, and it causes people's eyes to haze over, and then just sit there and be like, "Whoa!"
And they see things. Yeah.
They just immediately chill out.
Mm-hmm.
That's his magic stick of weed.
Hey, I've had a stick like that too.
But okay, so it cuts from that to then the little girl being put on a horseback. By the way, the animals are all just real animals. Except for the ROUS.
Says horse. Where's my horse?
Where's my horse, my ferret, my owl, my llama or alpaca or whatever? Like, it's just real animals for no reason.
God, I forgot what a shithead he is about that. They're like, a few of them get a horse and they start riding, and he's like, "Where's my horse?" And they're all like,
Get in the back. It's a taxi, man.
They're like, just go in the back of the caravan.
No, that's for little babies. I'm an adult.
Give me a horse.
I'm gonna fucking walk.
Our hero.
Yeah. But, okay, so he won't get in the horse, and then one of the Wickets is, like, doing some shit because it's high in the background and accidentally scares a horse.
Mm-hmm.
And then that horse had the sister in it, so it ran off. So then our hero, Mace, is like, oh, someone else should do something about this. Ewoks, do something. I don't know what to do. I'm an idiot. You gave me a rock. They gave me a rock, and all he told me was just bash the Gorak's head in with it. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, then they just had to, like, run after the horse, corral it back.
Resolved.
And then they just, like, because this is a, 10-minute scene at most? Less?
It's really long. It is a long scene, but...
Same with the other one, like, him being trapped under the water. Because it's them, like, wandering around for a while, and then him, like, looking at the water, and then him, like, going around the whole pond, and then him finally sticking his finger in it. And actually, there's a funny moment of him... he sticks his finger in the pond, and then it immediately teleports him underneath the water, and you can see him going under the water, and they zoom out, and they show the girl and an Ewok frolicking in the background as he's drowning, which is a hilarious moment.
It's pretty good. Yeah. But the next scene where nothing happens and there's no point is the firefly scene.
Yeah.
Where Mace sees a firefly outside of the tent at night, and he walks out and starts fucking with it. And this pisses off all the fireflies in the area.
Yeah.
So then all the Ewoks wake up and be like, God damn it, Mace, what the fuck are you doing?
Stop pissing off all the predators.
And then I think he catches one of the fireflies.
Yeah, there's one that's like glitching out. It basically looks like Tinkerbell, but it's having like a weird, like, stop motion spasm. I
think that's the one that landed in the bong water. Because when they go back into the tent with that one... Water. Oh, no, it was swimming in it. So, yeah. But it goes back into the tent, and it starts giggling and, like, going around in circles, and then all of our characters get on their back and start watching it and giggling, because they're high as fuck.
And then that's the scene.
And then it goes to commercial break. So, like, it was 3 literal nothing.
Yep.
Just to add 20 minutes to the movie or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's their adventure. That's the entirety of their journey is the thing, is because there's no... Like, they made up this Gorax that stole the parents.
Uh-huh.
But it's not like the Gorax is stopping them. It doesn't know who they are. Like, there's no tension.
And we found out later the Gorax is just a landlord that was renting a cage to the parents.
Yeah.
And I mean, he should be thrown under, in a cliff for being a landlord. But,
Yeah, I mean, that was a reasonable rent for that suspended cage. You don't know.
He forgot to give them a rope back down. So much so that the dad doesn't even know what a rope is.
I forgot to mention, there was one very funny thing about the, so when they find the boar thing that, like,
the ROUS,
Yeah, the ROUS that chases them into the tree, and then they kill it. They find a life monitor on it, is what they call it. There's just, like, some ring, and he's like,
why are the parents wearing life monitors?
I don't know. He's
just like life alerts?
He's like, this belonged to my parents. That means they're alive. And I'm like, yeah, you pull it out of, like, the mouth of, like,
someone. Dead.
Like, what a way to be like, you pull out, like, a bloodied, tattered jacket from the mouth of a wolf and go, this proves that my sister is alive. Like, no, it doesn't. That's the opposite, friend. It's such an incredible
This was my mom's life alert. She only pressed the button when she fell on her back and she couldn't get up. She must be alive.
She's probably fine. We just found it in the belly of this horrible monster. What could it mean other than they're fine?
I think our main character is so bad, by the way, that when they finally find the Gorax, you mentioned that one of the Ewoks dies.
Yes.
It's his fault that guy dies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he 100%
He releases the little firefly that he found from his pocket, and it goes and fucks with the Gorax, causing the Gorax to make a rock slide in the cave, which kills the Ewok.
Yes.
He's directly responsible for killing that Ewok.
Correct. Yeah, no, he absolutely 100% murders that Ewok.
And at the end, he's like, well, I guess I'll take your personal axe from you, from your dying hand. Let go. Let go. Let fucking go. I can't believe this Ewok died for all of us.
But I got this cool axe. God, he sucks so much. He sucks so much.
Don't even. Like, the movie also couldn't end when the Gorax died. They had to bring the Gorax back, like you said, just to kill him again for no reason. I don't know...
so then they kill the Gorax.
What they were doing.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that there's more to this, but then they find the Gorax cave, they kill the Gorax, and then they leave.
They have another victory celebration afterwards, but it's not as good as the Return to Jedi one.
No,
like it doesn't have any of the music. It has none of the fireworks or whatever. Like it's nothing. Literally nothing.
Yeah, the music in this is not good.
And then when Fred Durst showed up as a ghost, that was
real weird.
What was that about? But okay, what was the message of the movie? Do you remember at the end? There was a message.
Oh, yes. Yes. It's very much like the Miami Connection ending.
Yeah. Because they kill the shit out of this Gorax.
They kill the shit out of this Gorax, and the one Ewok warrior dies, killing the Gorax.
And one of them, like, stabs a spider in the belly 15 times with a shank.
Yeah, well, and, like, you have, like, the moment at the beginning where they discover the little girl, and he, like, raises the knife to murder her. Like, the kid's constantly trying to kill all the Ewoks, even though they're helping him, because he's just such a little shit.
He's constantly like, wait till I get my gun.
And then they go, you know, this really taught us that if there's one thing that we've learned, that love conquers everything.
It's about love and
peace.
friendship. Yeah. Anyways. What a fucking weird thing.
I found out who the narrator is, by the way. It is beloved folk singer and Academy Award winner Burl Ives. The guy that does the narration for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh.
And, yeah, like...
Do you think he did it in studio, or he was like, I'm not going into a fucking studio for that? He just did it when he woke up one morning, like, barely awake, in his home studio?
Probably. The other thing, too, is that if you've ever seen, like, the old, like, stop-motion claymation, kind of like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special, that was... You know, he's the narrator and singer in that. And he sounds really old.
Yeah.
That was 1964.
Oh, it was 20 years.
This is 20 years later. He was like 75 recording this. So he's just like,
hey, would you do this Ewok movie? Yeah, whatever. Fuck. Okay. I don't fucking care, George.
Like, yeah, man. And it's just him in like, and so the Ewoks walked out.
The narrator is so weird. I don't know what was going on. The only thing I know is I was going to need a lot more hemp before we're through with this movie. And thankfully, Wicket was there for me.
Wicket was there to help. If there is one bright spot in this, it is Wicket. It is Yub-Nub.
I can't believe our character was like, we need this lumberjack to come with us so I can kill him and take his axe.
How else will I become the hero? I've got to let someone else die and steal his shit so that I can be the real hero. I hate our main character. He's such a shit.
That character just literally did not need to be in the movie. He doesn't do anything.
Which one are we talking about? Because I meant all of them. Yeah.
Yes. You know who should have been in the movie? The Gorax. I'm pro Gorax. I think that guy's a good guy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, these aliens came down to his fucking planet, rent out his upstairs for a reasonable price, and then they just try and throw him off a cliff for it.
We were talking about the Gorax. Like, the Ewoks are basically pests for the Gorax.
Yes.
And I'm like, do you think he uses a catch and release method for Ewoks, or does he just set up big mouse traps with a giant wheel of cheese at the end? And I think it's the mouse trap.
It's the mouse trap. Listen, those little fuckers are so high all the time, they'll fall for they'll go after any food you put out. They're constantly
getting high and going through his fridge for munchies, and it's like, come on, man.
You have no idea how bad of neighbors these Ewoks have been. These little shits, like
These
2
little
a.m.
shits?
every day, they come over and try and raid my goddamn fridge.
What is that? A rope. Even the dad's high.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyway, whatever. Caravan of Courage. That's the movie.
Do you
What
want
a
to rate
piece
the
of shit.
dogs? The dogs are the kids.
In this movie, for some reason, the dogs are the kids.
The dogs
yeah,
are the
because the
kids.
Ewoks treat them like animals.
They're
They pet
pets.
them on the head and feed them and give them drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, like I do to my dogs. The Sindel,
I guess.
Sindel is a little cherub. She's perfect. Nothing bad can
I think-
come her.
I think she's great because the kid actress for that, was only in the 2 Ewok movies and then left the movie scene
And then left
altogether.
Hollywood forever, yeah.
Genius.
I also think that she really deserves a lot of props here because she was a literal prop a few times. They have her as like the creepiest doll you can imagine.
They did just put a doll in a scene.
When she was
and then,
sick, they
yeah,
just
that was
changed
weird.
her
That
out
was
for
weird.
this real
I think she
doll.
just couldn't, like, they could have just fed her something. I think it's just because she wasn't on set that day or something. That
I don't
has to
know.
be
It
it.
was fucking weird.
There's no other reason. Mace is the worst character. He's Luke, but if he was angsty, I guess. Even more angsty than Luke?
It's even
somehow?
Well, he's younger than Luke. It's basically Luke, but again,
Yeah.
like 5-6 years earlier, where he's an even more angsty teen, and with none of the growing up that happens in the first movie.
I know how the crash happened. They were taking Mace to the movie theater at the mall. And he's like, Mom, are we there yet? Mom, come on. You're always doing this. I never get to say hi to my friends. Oh, you're so embarrassing.
Oh yeah.
And then she turned around. She's like, I'm going to turn this Star Cruiser around, Mace.
Canonically, I mean, he showed up with the gun at the beginning. He got into the... This is the problem. His dad improperly did not keep that gun
That was the
locked
problem.
away.
You have to lock away your
You
Star
gotta lock
like
away your guns,
laser
or your-
blaster. Yeah.
Or your dog might just grab it and start shooting and crash your car.
And it was a crash. This is just like Silent Hill.
And that's Rough Cuts. You can donate to our Patreon at Rough Cuts Cast. You can follow us on Blue Sky where we're Rough Cuts. RUFF, which you probably know if you've already been listening to this podcast.
If this is like Silent Hill, hold on. We'll do the outro bit in a second as well. That means this whole thing was a dream. And what we're seeing is what happened after the crash in his mind.
But you're saying that I'm still sleeping? That's super nice, because I wish I was still sleeping.
And when he was dreaming about being underwater drowning, it's because they drove the Star Cruiser into a lake. Holy shit! Anyway, you can support us.
No, I think that's the end bit. I think we're done.
Are we?
I don't want to do more than... It's my birthday. I want to edit more of this.
Oh yeah, let me get the other tape for the second Ewok
God
Adventure.
damn it.
Sorry, yeah, we have to watch the...
We do, actually.
There were 2 of them, so...
I kind of want to